Assalamualaikum. Today I will present about my research proposal that entitled The Effect of Ethical Orientation and Competency on Leaders' Ethical Decision Making, Study of Non-Profit Organization. As for the background of study, non-profit organization is an organization that does not operate for. Managers have to be ethical in decision as it has moral implication for the organization. NPO, for instance, need to protect his goodwill and reputation as they required funds from the public as well as from the government. According to Osman et al., managers tend to commit fraud due to lack of resource and personal accountability. It is also notified that MPO's management team is often as not as experienced, hence they are exposed to fraud and embezzlement. As per Austrac report in 2017, there are 63,102 NPOs in Malaysia with assets value at $3.5 billion in Malaysia. That shows the significant role of NPOs in Malaysia's economy. However, NPO are no exception from managerial problem. For example, the case in PUNB and Yayasan Peneraju Pembangunan Bumiputra as reported in Chief Auditor Report 2017. Therefore, it is important to understand the factor that can contribute to this problem and one of them is individual value. According to Gordon 1996, individuals' value are the basic principle and tenet that guide belief, attitude, and behavior. Despite the significant role of NPO in Malaysia's economy, there are still lack of research done in the NPO's management areas such as accountability and ethical decision making. Therefore, this study draws two research questions and two research objectives. First, does individual competency influence managers' ethical decision making? The objective of this uh, is to examine the influence of individual competency on ethical decision making. And second is, does individual ethical orientation influence managerial ethical decision making? To examine the influence of individual ethical orientation on ethical decision making. This study will be based on the theory of ethical position, where it posits that people's reaction in morally toned situation can be traced to variation in their intuitive personal moral philosophies. Hence, the research come out with three hypotheses that can be illustrated from this model to show the relationship between the variables. The study will be conducted using quantitative study by using questionnaires survey. The dependent variable will be measured using VNet that has been self-developed by the researchers. And the independent variables will be measured by the measurement that has been developed in the literature. As for this study purpose, the unit of analysis will be from companies limited by guarantee. which has been listed in CCM website. As from the website, it is mentioned that there are 2,147 CLBGs that has been reported. Out of this population, only 322 respondents are selected based on the Sukaran 2009. Contribution from this study, it will contribute to the existing literature on managers' competency and managers' decision making. Second, it will contribute to the ethical position theory into the framework of management. And lastly, contribute to the framework by focusing on the individual element in the managerial performance and decision making. That's all from me. Thank you.